Let's make great filter coffee. Okay, so today we're going to be making a filter coffee or a pour over. Pour overs or drip filters work generally with paper filters. So we pop our ground coffee in the bottom of the paper filter, pour hot water over the top. It spends a little bit of time mixing with that coffee and pulling out all the nice flavors that we want, and then just drips through and it's nice and clean thanks to that lovely paper filter. The grind size that we need for this is a medium grind size. The same sort of coarseness as table salt would be a good reference. If you want to learn a bit more about grinding your own coffee, you can look at our video which goes into detail on grinding your own coffee beans. And I'm going to use what's called a V60, so that's this little cone. A V60 filter is percolation. First thing we do is we pop the paper filter in. These are specifically made for this size cone. I like to give it a little fold just to make sure it fits really nicely in our V60 cone. We get our freshly boiled water and we're going to just pour it gently around the filter paper. Washes the paper and it makes sure that everything that we're brewing with is nice and warm. Once the water's brewed through, don't forget to pour it down the drain. And we pop our cone on our brew vessel and then on a set of scales and hit tear so the scales go to 0. Then we're going to add our coffee. So for one person, I put in 15 grams of ground coffee. Give it a little shake just to flatten everything out and we hit 0 again on our scales. With our boiling water, we start a timer and we just pour in a little bit of water just to soak through all those grounds. And I like to give it just a little jiggle just to make sure all the coffee is nice and wet. And then we're going to wait until our timer hits 30 seconds. From there, we're going to then pour gently till we've used 250 mils of water, and we should be at about 1 minute 30 in the brewing process. So we've hit 30 seconds and I'm going to gently pour nice and slowly for another minute just into the center of the coffee grounds. And I want to hit that 250 mils at about 1 minute 30. So I'm trying to pour nice and slowly as we go along. So we've hit 250 mils and we've hit 1 minute 30. And I again just give it a little jiggle just to get all the coffee grounds off the side of the brew. Now, hopefully our coffee will drain through by about 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. That's kind of the ideal window. If it goes through too quickly, then we want to make our grind a little bit finer. If it goes through really slowly, we want to make our grind a little bit coarser. And I would just kind of play with it within those parameters when I'm doing different brews to make sure that I'm getting a really nice product at the end of it. When we're done, take off our filter cone, pour it in our mug, and we're ready to go.